Now, if he's not going to exit at this total solar eclipse, because like we've told you, this total solar eclipse gives us the flower full moon, but it's 88 days from the August full moon and then the second August full moon, which is a blue moon. And notice they're all in blue. And all of their heads are like moons. They all have craters. And of course, Trump over here with his upside down pyramid hand signal, the yoni and so forth. And right at the 2012 mark, we've got the buck, the antlers over his head, very cryptically. And of course, in the James Bond Skyfall, at his home in Scotland, because his mom was from Scotland and Trump's mom's from Scotland, they had the deer antlers on top of the pillars at Skyfall. And deer antlers were all at the opening credits, Adele's song. The deer antlers were everywhere while the flames were going. It's crazy. You need to watch the opening of Skyfall by Adele. And who won an Oscar for it. And so she's sitting inside of what is called a corona, that circle, or the outer ring of a total solar eclipse. And then we're going to see it. We're going to see it light up in red over Trump. And there's your buck full moon on July 3rd. Or it's just talking about year of the rabbit, total solar eclipse, delivering the flower full moon. If that's not what this is all about, if that's a diversion, and I can speed this up and show you real quick. So now you see the buck rabbit light up for year of the rabbit, total solar eclipse. And it's a big apple compared to the size of her hand, so telling us that it takes place in New York. And there's the LC on the ground. I know the most popular 9/11 documentary was called Loose Change: An American Coup. And then the apple, which also stands for the goddess, just like the bee does, the queen bee, Applebee's restaurant chain. And here comes your flower full moon. And that's what we got into with the Mayflower that's all over this TV show Wednesday. And if he is going to go down on a Wednesday and then rise on the Friday's flower full moon, then we know what the Mayflower pilgrims are all about, because Mayflower and pilgrims were all over this TV series Wednesday. Pilgrim World was a little amusement park in the town that the show was about. And so then we see the likeness of Obama sweating. You go to this Wednesday TV series, and at Telling Truth 3, I put a lot of my clips on here that I'm going to use for our channel here. And Laurel Gates, I've heard of Laurel Canyon. And we know about Bill Gates. We know about the Gateway Arch. And it says March 14th, 1991. And when you run March 14th, 1991 to the flower full moon, you get Revelation 11:7. 11:7. After that, the number 40 days, 40 nights, 40 years, and again, 40 days. Jesus fasted, the flood, and the Jews wandering in the desert. But you also, besides getting Revelation 11:7, the beast rising from the pit, on the day he would rise on at the flower full moon of May 5th, you get 32 years, 1 month, 21 days. So Antichrist 121 is heavily coded right there. 216 of a common year, 3216. So definitely a lot of interesting numbers there. That's just fascinating, the 11.7 and the 121. It's just mind-blowing how they serve that up. If you go back to IPEC Goat, and if you count them this way, all of these blue moons, because they all have heads like moons, well, not perfectly round, but you see the craters and so forth. But you notice two are conjoined because there's two moons, and then it's got the X and the big crater that's circled, which would be the August 30th. So you count them, you say the full moon in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and here's your 2 in August. And then there's September, October, November, December. So January, February, March, April, May. January, February, March, April, May. June. Did I count them twice? How many you got here? Hang on. Oh, I get it. I get it. So if you count August twice, there's 12 here. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and then September, October, November. What you're missing is September. I mean, December. You would be missing the last one, so to speak. Now, this is, again, the only way I can bend your way out of him going down at the Mayflower. Or to run IPEC Goat backwards, like we've talked about. And the total solar eclipse, flower, full moon, back and to the left is Trump exit, like the movie Back and to the Left, Back and to the Left, Back and to the Left from the JFK movie, when the head gets blown off. And that would then be the buck full moon, Trump exit. And that could even be 2024. And this could be the total solar eclipse of, but the reason why I don't say it would be then is because it's delivering, this one's delivering the flower full moon. Because the lotus flower opens up. So I think this has to be 2023. Buck full moon on July 3rd, which is when Back to the Future was released. It's when Sirius the dog star begins the dog days of summer. Trump exit after that. And when would it be after that? It would be in August, more than likely, where you have two moons together. So all you're missing is a December, but you know, January, February, March. June, July. Let me count this let me figure this out real quick. So the only other way that it's accounted for is you have to go like this. January, February, March, April. And then what she's delivering is representing the May or the flower full moon. So then you jump to from April to June back here. And then back here, July, this one. And then August, the 2. The blue moons, which they're all in blue. And then after the 2nd August, that has the big hole with the circle and the X. Then you go to September, October, November, December. That's the only other way you can break it down. And that would have him going down probably August 28th, rising on the blue moon. And because this total solar eclipse that gives us the flower full moon definitely makes you think something's going to happen at the flower full moon, which could be a Joe Biden situation, fake staged event that then leads up to this. Because remember, the flower full moon is exactly 11.7 days away from the blue moon, which means he would go down on the 28th and rise on the 3rd day. It's the only other way to do it. But other than that, you have to go back. And you have to go to Telling Truth 3.
So fire will rain when I rise. Okay. That's the semi-baked theme going on with this episode 6.
Quid pro quo.
Quid pro quo.
Exactness. Oh.
Now, if we go back and look, August 2023 calendar. That would have him rising on a Wednesday. That's the full moon. That's the blue moon. Hence, Book of Revelation is opened. And the train wreck that they're calling it.
Oh, by the way, has Inez Bloom called again?
You mean about the lights coming on at the old Gates place? A couple days ago, I referred her to the sheriff's office.
Commentary, fair use for educational purposes. So then he's going to look. We see that March 14th. And we do see how it lands at 11/7/40.
$11,711,740. So I think the Lord's going to give us the.
Let's bounce back over here. And then this was very interesting.
So the TV show Wednesday, we're going to see Blood Will Rain When I Rise. When does he rise? At the flower full moon. And which is the May.
You see the Mayflower in the background with a pilgrim.
Mayflower, pilgrims. Pilgrims are all over this TV show Wednesday. They even have an amusement park type thing, the Mayflower. Lily, and I Pet Goat 2, is sitting inside a Corona.
So this is all at Telling Truth 3. So you see, and the time is 33 with 3:11 when you see the Mayflower, which is the lotus. Over here to the left, it says, Blood will rain when I rise.
There's the Mayflower in the background. Blood will rain when I rise.
Doesn't have a spooky built-in altar in their family library.
In the background. Blood will rain.
Blood Will Rain.
And When I Rise.
Doesn't have a spooky built-in altar in their family library.
That's coming up in just a second.
Just in the living room.
Commentary for use educational purposes.
Commentary for fair use educational purposes.
More seating for year-long Dia de los Muertos.
Yep. Commentary.
Mhm.
Fair use. Blood Will Rain.
So as they walk towards the Mayflower,
When I Rise.
it's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it?
On the flower full moon. The Mayflower is in the background of that pilgrim.
What do you think? So they want us to think that that's when, how, when, where, why it's all going to go down. But we know that with these all blue moons here, these crater-like moons in the year of the rabbit, that they're kind of giving you or giving us a two-way go. They're not going to make it too easy, are they? No. All right, so what do you think? Not getting a lot of reaction from anybody. On the playlist, I finally did add that last one to the playlist. This will be video 39. There's 38 videos up there right now. And when you look at the videos, 46 views, no comments. And I think 1 like. So it really makes you wonder who's really watching this channel, because the AI is controlling everything. 79 views. If you put iPet Goat in the title, it just doubles. Over here, iPet Goat's in the title, 56 views. After that, got 28 views. Vesper Lynn, James Bond, Casino Royale, that got 103 views. iPet Goat 2 in the title, 79 views. And then 46 views with Blood Will Rain. Then you come over to the likes, 1 like, 4 likes with iPet Goat, 2 likes, no comments, no likes with Trump's Agenda 47, and then 3 likes with the iPet Goat to The Apple is the Goddess. And then 1 like with Bob Dylan's song that clearly tells us that this mother and child reunion, Trump being the child, Lucifer being the mother goddess, ISIS, it got 1 like, no comments. So I'm just not getting a lot of feedback on this. And I've never seen any more obvious. I've never seen it so obvious before. I've never seen. Now, you know, when you run days and so forth from events or movie releases, that's one thing. But iPet Goat and the TV show Wednesday, you know, I've never seen this, you know, this many tells before. So anyway, all right, love y'all. Feedback?